Every death in Star Trek, Section 31, and what they mean. Death is never easy in the Star Trek universe, but in Section 31, it carries an extra weight. Unlike the classic series where the demise of a crew member often signals a moral lesson or a dramatic pivot, Section 31's deaths are calculated, shadowy, and morally ambiguous. Each fatality is less about heroism and more about power, control, and the blurred lines between justice and opportunism. From shocking betrayals to the quiet extinguishing of inconvenient lives, these deaths reveal as much about the secretive organization as they do about the galaxy it manipulates. Take the death of Lieutenant Commander Owen Harper. Though relatively minor in the grand scale of Star Trek, his demise early in the season served as a grim introduction to Section 31's moral code, or lack thereof. Harper's death wasn't about courage or sacrifice. It was about sending a message. The organization is unbound by Federation law or ethics, and anyone who becomes a liability, no matter how talented, can be quietly erased. The cold efficiency of this death establishes a tone that carries through the rest of the series. In Section 31, loyalty is conditional, and survival is never guaranteed. Then there's Captain Kira's unexpected brush with death. While she ultimately survives, the calculated attempts on her life illustrate a crucial point. Section 31 is as much about psychological warfare as it is about physical elimination. Every assassination attempt or engineered accident is layered with strategy, designed not just to remove enemies, but to destabilize allies. Kira's near-death experiences underscore the psychological toll of serving a crew entangled with Section 31. They remind viewers that in this series, the stakes are rarely straightforward. Danger doesn't just come from enemy combatants. It comes from those who claim to serve the Federation's best interests. But perhaps the most emblematic death comes with Dr. Talora. Her assassination is as symbolic as it is brutal. Talora's death demonstrates how Section 31 manipulates morality to serve its own ends. In the eyes of the organization, ethics are fluid, adaptable tools to justify extreme actions. Talora represents the moral compass Section 31 willingly discards when it becomes inconvenient. Her death is a narrative pivot, showing that even the most principled characters are vulnerable when the invisible hand of Section 31 is at play. It's a chilling reminder that the organization's true power isn't just in its ability to kill, it's in its ability to redefine what is acceptable in the process. Section 31's approach to death isn't just strategic, it's emblematic of the series' central philosophical conflict. In traditional Star Trek storytelling, deaths often reinforce the idea that integrity encourages triumph, or at least that heroism is remembered. In Section 31, death is a reflection of the organization itself, opaque, morally relativistic, and unbound by the ideals that the Federation claims to uphold. When a character dies, it is less about their personal journey and more about what their elimination signifies within the broader context of power, control, and manipulation. The death of Operative Samuel Vance is particularly instructive here. Vance's exit is not only sudden, but unsettling in its casualness, demonstrating that in Section 31, loyalty is transactional and usefulness is fleeting. His demise sends a clear signal. In this world, competence and dedication aren't shields against the organization's cold pragmatism. Viewers are forced to reconsider who is truly safe, as Section 31's calculations override both merit and morality. Interestingly, the series doesn't shy away from showing the aftermath of these deaths. The ripple effects are just as important as the initial act. Every murder, every orchestrated accident, and every betrayal reshapes alliances, tests loyalties, and magnifies the moral ambiguity that defines Section 31. It's a storytelling choice that elevates the series above mere action thriller fare. The deaths become narrative instruments, carving deeper psychological and political grooves into the storyline. Characters are changed irrevocably, not just by surviving attacks, but by witnessing the organization's capacity for ruthlessness. This makes Section 31's deaths uniquely haunting. They leave a lingering ethical dissonance that questions the very principles upon which Starfleet is built. Even minor deaths serve symbolic purposes. A nameless agent eliminated for insubordination isn't just a plot point. It's a message about the pervasive culture of fear within Section 31. Every casualty, from the high-ranking officers to the expendable foot soldiers, contributes to a tapestry that portrays a universe where control is paramount and morality is negotiable. The series uses these moments to explore the philosophical underpinnings of secrecy, obedience, and survival in a universe that often prefers clarity over complexity. But Section 31 thrives in the gray areas. In the end, the deaths in Star Trek, Section 31 are not just shocking, they are revealing. They expose the inner workings of an organization that thrives on secrecy, manipulation, and the strategic deployment of fear. Each death is a carefully placed,